He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a run with Cook. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
180! 57! There we go.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the pistol. Here's Elliott. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Chopper! Hurry! Real. Smooth! Run.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you 1st downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable on picking up 1st downs.
Point it right. Regular.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't in a crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. On 2nd down now. It's Hines, and the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Alert!
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Real. Hey, alert!
On on first down. Hines. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason maybe. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Elliott. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ezekiel Elliott with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Bears nothing. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Recon, 132 fighter. We got 3. On the ball. Fight.
Dashing through the snow. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 85 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns' drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's the fullback, Zach Line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Hey, on 133, 61, match box, white. Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Elliott on first down, going to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Let me know right now. You better break. Run.
10th carry now for Elliott. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A first down carry by Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
At the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. This is Elliott. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Zerline's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Hey, high 7.
2nd and 15. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitive.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Browns.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check 99. Check 99.
Play fake. Mayfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for David Njoku. It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
You don't want to see me.
Blue draw quarters.
Crunch.
This is Hines. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half.
Let's go.
Mike's 54.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And the the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. On third down, Mayfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
50, play.
The Bears take over first and 10 at the
Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He's going to look deep down the field, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Denzel Ward, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take regular.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On play action, they'll throw. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Cook. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They run it again with Cook. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a second and long.
180. Hurry. Run. 54.
Mayfield to throw it this time. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Check. Pistol. Real.
On third down, it's Elliott. And he's taken down inside the 30. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Now it's Hines. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson able to record his 5th sack of the season. He'll look to throw.
Tremendous read.
And the pressure gets to him again. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Sheldon Richardson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. 57's right. Watch the
Hey, wahoo! Hurry, hurry!
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Hey, Charlie!
Hatchet.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Hey, hurry! Move!
To throw, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Hurry, hurry!
Watch the boot, watch the boot.
Mayfield to throw it. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Elliott running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
180!
50. Not today, you want. Not today.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 6 yards away. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw here. He's going to let it fly. It's a gain of 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. 2nd and 10. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete on the default. Malik Booker on the coverage.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.